Pandas. Good morning, Pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm Bye Money. Glad that you guys are here. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's gonna be. We just finished our pre-market show. We always have such a great time there, going over all my off-stream trades, going over all my account balances, and those who want to follow more closely can become pandas and join us at the pre-market show. So thanks for those who are joining. Wrapping up our pre-market show here real quick. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let me say good morning to a couple of my pandas here, regulars. Coco Patel. Good morning, JD. Good morning. Day trading like a predator. Good morning, Bernadette, Laith Sanawi, Aaron Korn. Good morning, guys. Health and fitness. Good morning. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. Glad that you guys can join us today. Up a little bit here, up 350, and and being up 350 may not be much to you guys, but for those who are in the pre-market show know how much 350 really is because they know how many accounts I have and how many how many accounts this propagates to. So 350 seems little, but actually it's quite nice to have 350. Let's just say you can safely assume that at least there are 4 accounts there, and so for me, I just like to use 4 because it's the easiest math to use. You just multiply that by 1,000. And so 350 times 1,000 is how much you would make in a year if you can make 350 a day. The reason why it's 1,000 is because there's 250 trading days in a year. You multiply that by how many accounts you have. And so let's say I have 4 accounts. And then you multiply that by the average amount you make per day. And that's how much you can make per year. So you just multiply your average daily by 1,000. And you can get, you can get an estimate how much money you can make in 1 year. So, $350 on this one account equates to at least $350,000 a year if you can do this on average. And so, Kevin Mack says, good morning from Louisville, Kentucky. Started my Apex eval on Monday. Let's go, baby. Hopefully you're doing well. The Worldview Bro. Hey, morning from Carlton, Texas. Good morning, all the way from Texas. Charles Wilson, good morning. Tyler, good morning. Hassam Arabi, good morning from Miami. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the main stream here. Let's do a little pre-market analysis. We had a mighty push up here. And, this is my trend line right now. This is my channel. And it's being tested. I mean, definitely we're breaking below it. And this could be a failed breakdown. But this channel was created from this pivot, and this pivot. You can see that I hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And so we can see that also we have an overshoot on this end. So we're probably looking for overshoot on this end and seeing what happens. We may adjust this slightly depending on what happens here, but this could be a place of a reversal. Who knows though? I mean, for me, it looks like first break of the trend, first break of this channel, and it could just be an overshoot, and we may look for a new high here. I mean, to me, it looks like we're trying to hit yesterday's high, which is this, it's kind of this blue line here, this turquoise line, teal line, and yeah, let me get rid of this. You can see that I'm drawing here to see if we have possibility of reversal here. And so I saw this as a first break of trend and then hit off our trend line and then comes up with a nice push up. I was actually eyeing this higher low second entry for the higher low second entry, but I don't know if anyone was watching this, but when this triggered below and then kind of reversed up, it reversed up so quickly, I couldn't even put up an order in. I just wanted to see if, like, if it touched the trend line again, but instead it just reverses, like, and it just ripped your face off if you're looking at it. It almost scared me. Good morning, guys. Richard Belmont, Mr. Mario. Good morning, Speedy Boy. Good morning. You got Mr. Mario and Speedy Boy with the Sonic the Hedgehog icon. Man, we're just getting all of these people here. Richard Harris, Idrissi Kamal. Morning from France. Russell H said that fails like an entry long early in pre-market that I took with a loser. The thing about yesterday was actually there were before, like, even the afternoon, there were 5 failed traps, which is very rare. And I mentioned that in the two-legged pullback Discord, saying that this is a very interesting day, that we have 5 failed traps here. And so I told the Discord most likely will end near yesterday's close because of the price action. And lo and behold, we pretty much ended on yesterday's close. And yeah, I mean, but now look at us, we're way up here. And on the daily chart here, what do we have? We have a big push up here, and we failed to have continuation on this. We're actually coming back to test the highs here. I'm unsure what's going to happen. If I saw this on any other chart, like 2000 tick chart, I'm thinking trading range. Thinking that this might come back up, poke up a little bit, and then come back down. I'm just thinking this is probably 2-bar trading range. It's already trading range right now. So with a big doji bar. Yeah, so unsure what kind of day we're going to have today. It could be a trading range start to develop down here. I wouldn't be surprised, but who knows? It may trigger this, and it could be the 4th push down, and just the market just seeing the 4 pushes down before making new all-time highs. Who knows, really? So a little confused here, in my opinion. I'm not sure what kind of day we're gonna have today. Health and Fitness says, failed my PA account thanks to Rhythmic, was up 4K on my 50K account and was about to receive my first payout this month. Health and Fitness. So yesterday, as you guys know, a lot of we had some Rhythmic issues on stream. Our market just opened, pandas, and so I stopped trading. I had a couple losses. You contact Apex. They have honestly world-class support, and they will be willing to help you. It might be a little too late now. I don't know, because it's been a day, but contact them. Maybe they can still help you. But I contacted them yesterday saying I incurred some losses because of Rhythmic. What can you guys do? And they were like gladly, saying that, oh, we'll help you out, and we'll even reset your account if we need to. And so in my opinion, that's world-class support, if you ask me. And so the nice thing about, so the bad news yesterday was Rhythmic was acting a little funky, making trading really difficult. But the good news is that the Apex support was just absolute supreme. They got back to me really quickly, and they recognized the issue, and they were willing to even reset my PA accounts to the balance before Rhythmic issues. And so that's actually amazing. So Health and Fitness, if that's true, I would say contact them, please, for your own benefit. It doesn't hurt to contact them. So from my experience with Apex support, it's just been absolute a pleasure. It's been very good, world-class support, in my opinion. So though there were some issues yesterday, okay, every prop firm, every platform will have some issues. Even NinjaTrader will have some platform or issues with their brokers, whatever. But the more important thing is that how well does the customer support actually help you? And for me, the fact that if anything, yesterday was a testament to how good Apex is, because they were so willing to help. So yeah, please. Yeah, Mike Easton says Apex adjusted my account yesterday too. So great news for anyone who actually contacted them. I put a post out yesterday saying contact them if you haven't. I'm going to take this trap trade here. Let's see if we get it. No joy in trap. So yeah, please contact Apex. Raw says, well, that happened to me a few months ago. I think the thing is that it was such a widely known issue. If it's like a one-off thing that maybe your rhythmic got messed up, or something happened, you maybe, because there could be so many different things, like your internet connection could have been lost, or so many different reasons why rhythmic could be messed up. That's not their fault, but yesterday was clearly their fault. Something was going on, and I think when that happens, they're just very willing to help you. But I mean, unless you can prove 100% that it's their fault, that they did something wrong, this higher low second entry setup on a failed reversal here. Interesting. Big bull bar here above the 20. It'll trigger above the 20 MA. Do I want to get a long trade here is a question. It's a little tricky in my opinion, but it's a higher low setup, and we do have break of trend here. Not the best signal bar for the higher low second entry. Making a better signal bar here. If we get a green bar here, I may be interested in going long, but it looks unlikely. Unsure here. I mean, we're so close to yesterday's high. You're just thinking it's going to try to hit it. Ends up giving a nice little swing here. Kind of creating a trend line here. Breaking below it now. Okay. I think when Apex says technical issues, most likely it's, I mean, if the issues are on their end, then they should recompense you. But if the issues on your side for technical issues, then then they have nothing to do with that. So I think it depends on the realm of the technical issue. We're creating a triangle here, so I'm just watching this. It looks like it's gonna break up to the upside, because we're coming from a strong uptrend. First break of trend, looking for a new high. So it looks like this triangle will break to the upside here, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm just sitting on my pause. I'm waiting for it to resolve, but it looks like it's trying to break to the upside. Starting to break to the upside. We got one strong bull bar ending on high. Most traders are waiting for a confirmation bar here. I may go in with a higher low second entry to continue this breakout, but we shall see. So yeah, I really think world-class support. Like, they were willing to bring our account balance back to what it was before the issues, and so man, that's quite nice. It's good to know that they're able to do that. So we're breaking now, like failed breakout to the upside. Perhaps another test to the bottom of this triangle. I mean, it feels like it wants to break to the upside, like, because we're so close to yesterday's high, you're thinking it wants to try to test it. I'm gonna go long here if it comes back up. Sitting on my pause. If we get strong bear bar ending on low, I'm no longer interested. But if we get like a big doji, it looks like another failed breakdown. Pretty bad. Let's see if there's some follow through here. Little follow through. No longer interested in that long. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell how these triangles will resolve itself. I mean, now it looks like it's breaking down. Maybe failed breakdown. Maybe I'll draw it like this. breakdown, reversal bar, failed breakdown currently. I'm just sitting on my pause here. We could be on a downtrend now. This trap triggers and fails, I'll be interested in a long trade here. Still seeing that we're in this trading range. But I need a reason to go long. It's a strong entry bar here, but I would be more enticed to go long if we get a trap trigger and that trap fails and reverses. That's something I'll be very interested in. That does scalp out for you. Sitting on my pause here. No good setups for me yet. Yep, failed breakdown. I'm looking for a higher low second entry here if I can get it. I'm thinking this is going to break out to the other side now. Failed breakdown, hopefully to a breakout. I need a setup though. I can't just trade it. I can't trade it off this. That risk is huge, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of risk on that one bar. So I'm not willing to take that trade, but I'm willing to take a higher low second entry long here if we can get it, so we can come back to the top of our trading range. Maybe swing this, maybe, but I feel pretty confident if we get a trigger below this bar and reverse back up, we have a pretty strong chance to push up here. But I need my setup, pandas. I'm just waiting for a break of a previous candle's low so we can get that pullback, so we can get the higher low second entry. Fortunately, the market might just make the move without giving us our setup, so it is what it is. Unfortunate here. It's just one big leg up here right now. You're just trying to find the highest probable setups, highest probable trade, and sometimes it just takes patience. Sometimes it takes you just missing out on certain moves, and but you know, like we said every single day on the stream, you can only take what the market gives you, and yeah, sometimes the market doesn't give you much. I'm just waiting here. I wish I can get a setup, but no setup here. And I'm just like so eager. I'm thinking this is really gonna just break out, zoom to the upside here. I don't want to miss it, but I also want to have a setup that can enter in. Right now, we do have a potential setup to go long here. I'm really eager to go long. Even outside bar reversal, I'll be willing to take this, even though it's a pretty bad signal bar. But let's see if we can get a nice entry here. I have my outside bar reversal setup. Signal bar is not the best right now. Let's see if it can be a little green. That'd be nice. A little bullish should be nice. A little bullish. Ooh, ends up being bearish. Really bad signal bar. Pushing down now. Do I still want to go long here? I think so. I think I still want to go long here. But it can't be a signal bar like this. Oof. Looking too bearish for me now. I don't know. I don't like that signal bar. I just don't like it. It's getting choppy. Yeah, I don't like that signal bar. Good entry bar. Entry bar ending near its high. Maybe worth taking to go long here on a retracement. But I'm sitting on my pause. Yeah. We do have a trap potentially here, but don't know. Scaps out to the upside. I mean, that entry bar might have been enough reason to go long, but now I'm looking for a trap trade to the long side. Nope. Man, this is just getting to the apex here. go long here if we can. Still have a long bias. Outside bar. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. It scalped me out so quick. I couldn't even move my target because the moment it entered, it just scalped me out. And so, yeah, it is what it is. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. But yeah, that scalped me out way too quick. So I couldn't even move my target. But we're coming back to the top of the trading range on the trading range indicator. And kind of like I mentioned, you know, since we already had a big move up, having a triangle most likely continue the uptrend. And, you know, I'm thinking we're trying to hit this. I don't know. I'm thinking we're trying to hit yesterday's high. We do end up hitting the top of the trading range, working beautifully here, the trading range indicator. That was a very good setup. I really like that setup. In fact, I wish I could have swung that a little bit, but it filled me so quick I couldn't even swing it. And I guess it's a good problem to have at the end. Michael ATF asks, good morning all. Anyone having problems logging in their Apex? I had no problems. They resolved the issues. Like soon after the stream ended, the Apex was working fine. I mean, yeah, but I actually had to close. I think next time I'm gonna have to do this, but I think you have to close NinjaTrader before trying to do anything. So there's like a rhythmic issue. Typically, I think you have to actually close NinjaTrader as well, and then have them both kind of sync back up again. So that was my issue yesterday. I didn't close NinjaTrader. When I reopened it, it kind of started working again. Top of the range, back to the bottom range. Absolutely incredible move. Right? You're talking about 10. It's a 10-point move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13-point move from the top to the bottom in one leg. Boom, boom. Wow, amazing. Now I'm confused. I'm thinking we're just trading range. Look at the daily. Look at this. I'm thinking the daily might create an inside bar. I don't know. Like, I just think there's gonna be a trading range when you have a big. Basically, what happened, right, was a big up, big down, not big up again. So maybe big back down. I don't know. It's getting confusing. So looks like a trading range in my opinion. Right? When you have this big wick and you're kind of going back into the wick like this, right? That means you had like already like. You already have a trading range with this doji, and this might just be another leg in the trading range. But who knows, pandas? THM asks, what is Apex? Stick around, I'll explain what Apex is around 10 o'clock. But speaking of Apex, make sure you guys use the coupon code if you guys are interested. Not sure. But yeah, the coupon is BBM50. It's on the bottom of your screen. Please use that coupon code if you want to save 50%. Sean W asks, do you know anything about 10-second rule for scraping? I'm guessing you're asking about scalping. Maybe if you don't finish your scalp in 10 seconds, it's not a good scalp. I don't know. I never heard of that, but that kind of makes sense to me as well. Got a higher low setup, but in my opinion, this is I don't know. A little tricky. We are bouncing out the bottom trading range. You're thinking one more push down. You're thinking at least 2 legs down here. The higher low second entry is kind of having the middle of the trading range right now. And I don't know, a little tricky. I would like one more push down before trying to reverse this. But yeah, it's a little tricky to me. Decent signal bar. Okay, not a good signal bar, right? We got 3 dojis in a row. It looks like a little bull flag here. I'm not interested in this long. I feel like this long has a good probability to make a point, but I'm just gonna sit on my pause because I think we're gonna have one more push down. Makes a perfect scalp for you, and I'm looking for absolute scalp, and nope, no absolute scalp yet. Still just a perfect scalp. That means there's a trap on the other side. All right, this gold box means it's a perfect scalp. So that means if it reverses, that means this only made 5 ticks, meaning that most likely there are trap traders here. And absolute scalp. So the scalp's gone. So like I said, a high chance that the scalp would have been made there, but I just think there was a high chance for one more push down, and I don't like to go long if I think there's gonna be one more push down. Hopefully that makes sense, but I just think one more push down before really considering to come back up to the top of the trading range, in my opinion. I'm gonna get rid of these lines. Getting too much noise on the chart. Right now, I think this trading range indicator is enough for us to see the trading range clearly. Big push up. Unfortunately, no setup for me. That is higher or low second entry long, because it's just this. A, B, C, higher low second entry long. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I was looking for one more push down, and this is a second entry short now. A, B, C, and this is the second push down that I was looking for. And I was thinking maybe retest at the bottom here, but we'll see if we get it. It does scalp out for you, but again, I don't like to go short after you bounce off the bottom of a support. I'm thinking maybe this had a good chance to just trap and go straight back up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But it sounds like a game code on Super Nintendo. Down, up, down, A, B, A, B, A. Okay, so we do get the second push down, which is what I was looking for. Now I'm actually looking to go long, if we can get it, but not on this entry. I need 2 legs down. I need a second entry long. I need something more than just a first entry. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Almost to 200 viewers, but 21 likes. Pandas, you can do better than that. I know you guys can do better than that. You guys are better than that. Contra, exactly. Everyone knows the Contra code. Let's see if we can get a higher low second entry. I'll be considering I would enter long there. We're thinking, we had one more test, basically break a trend to new low here, and trying to come back to the top of this trading range, potentially maybe back up to yesterday's high. Yeah, I'm interested in this higher low second entry. Why not? Higher low second entry looks good here, in my opinion. It will be an outside bar reversal, unfortunately. It looks like I don't like outside bar reversals, but the context is good here for a nice push up here, in my opinion. So yeah, no, I'm skipping this. I don't like outside bar reversals. I'm gonna skip the outside bar reversal. I only will take this if it actually just triggers regularly. Bar to finish. I'm gonna prime up my order still, put it way up here so it doesn't accidentally get triggered. I mean, it could technically accidentally get triggered still, but I'm gonna try to time this perfectly here. Okay, got 200 more ticks, 100 more ticks, 121. Right at 20, I'm gonna place it. It's a doji bar. Could be a little tricky here. It's not the best bar you want to go long in, but I like the setup here. I like a higher low, second entry, right off, coming from the bottom of the trading range, maybe back to the top of the trading range. And I like the setup right now. I like where we're at. I just don't like how many dojis we have. I don't like how sideways we're going. It's kind of choppy here, if you're going to ask me as well. So a little confusing because we do have to test at the bottom here. Another push down. Wow. Let's see what kind of candle this makes. No, not interested at the moment with that candle. Wow. Okay. So it makes a new low. Interesting. Very interesting here. Huh. Is this breaking down? Hard to say still, right? Strong bear bar ending on its low, but if you look to the left of the chart, we still have, some areas that you can bounce off, right? From these pivot lows, this pivot low. My only trade at this point to go long will be a fail second short. Wow, it makes a new low. Breaks this pivot low. So this trading range may be broken now, may be done. pretty long trading range too, if you ask me. 3 strong bear bars in a row. Maybe slight pullback here. You're thinking continuation of this downtrend. Mr. Mario says, Panda, refer me the best indicators. Well, I think I have 1 or 2 indicators in mind. There's some really great indicators at www.twoleggedpullback.com. I mean, if you're gonna slow pitch it to me, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna swing. Two-legged pullback indicator, also trading range indicator here that uses. This is the only indicator I know on the market that uses pure price action to identify trading ranges, and so it's the first of its kind. Getting a push down here, and yeah, no entries here on this downtrend. I'd be hesitant though to look for a two-legged pullback here. Like I'll be hesitant to look for this setup. I actually probably more interested in this setup here. Failed second entry short. The reason why I'm saying this is because I don't know. I want to call it at this point intuition, but you know, could just be right. This is still the break of trend to new low here. I mean, this is still just one leg. That could be the reason why I'm looking for a trap long instead of a two-legged pullback to go short. But hard to say. I need to see more price action. I'm not going long here. No way, Jose. I'm not going long. No way. No way you can go long there. To be out of your mind to go long there. For those who went long here, may get rewarded with a scalp, but I just wouldn't go long here. Very risky trade. You end up getting absolute scalp though. So congrats to anyone who went long there. You just scalped out. That is absolutely amazing for those who went long there. Now to go long here on a higher low, better chance to make a scalp in my opinion. It does make an outside bar reversal. All right. Yeah, I'm not looking to go short. I'm just not. I don't know. It just I don't know. Maybe for me this trading range is too large, making me think that this could be just a failed breakdown still. So I'm not interested in actually going short here. I'm actually looking for a trap trade to the long side. Even with a good signal bar, I'll still look for a trap trade to the long side. Does trigger that second entry long and reverses immediately, but no second entry short yet. A little bit tricky in my opinion right now. Right, outside bar reversal here, potential outside bar reversal here. Okay. Interesting. Still waiting. Pandas, give me a 1 in the chat if you're going to take a second entry short here. Give me a 2 if you're going to skip it. Give me a 3 if you're looking for a failed second entry short to go long in this area. Obviously, you have to have a good signal bar, but is this area, are you anticipating a second entry short in this area? Will you take it? Granted that you get a nice signal bar, right? Like a decent signal bar. DX says 1. Strong push up. Now we're above the 20 MA. Strange. Absolutely incredible. I mean, no setups for us to enter at all. So what can you do, pandas? Just watching this go without us. I mean, at this point, you're not even looking to go short because you're above the 20 MA. So I'll take a trap trade to the long side. Sure, why not? Trap trade to the long side, coming back into our trading range, big trading range here. I cannot go short on a signal bar like this above the 20 MA. Again, no way. Especially with the outside bar reversal like this, going, you know, bullish, ending bullish. Or the down leg ends up bullish. No siree. You do scalp out right there. Does scalp out. Terrible signal bar. I'm actually amazed that scalps out so quick. You know, traders are getting lucky here, getting that scalp. In my opinion, this 3 is a decent trade to go long. But I like magenta 3s more. Unfortunately, it's not magenta 3, it's just a 3. Just waiting. I'm gonna go long here, pandas, on this 3. I'm actually considering going long here. Actually like this long trade. The signal bar is not the best, but I like this long trade here. Let's go for this long here. I may get burned, but I like this setup. Right, off our trend line as well. Attaching it to the indicator just in case there's a quick move. Alright, I mean this trade. Looks like I'm about to get burned here. It's just fills me and then might reverse. Gets me. Ouch. Looking to go long again. It just pops down and gets me. I'm looking to go long one more time here. Man, oh man, oh man. What a tricky move. That is really tricky. Comes up, fills me, reverses on me, and then fills me. Then goes my way. It hits me right at four points too. 1, 2, 3, 4, a little more than 4 points. That gets me, unfortunately. It's all good, pandas. What? I was up 4. Huh. Interesting. A little more than 200 points. There's some slippage on that. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Man. Good setup too. I like that setup. Off our trend line, just pokes down before it goes up. That's tricky. That's really tricky. It does fill me by 1 tick. Almost feels like it shouldn't have filled me there, and then reverses. But it's all good, pandas. Moving on to the next trade. Russell H says, I took the second entry long. Yeah, the second entry long was a good setup. But yeah, I like that trade. It's just unfortunate. And I was thinking about maybe going in along again because I still like the premise, but scared to get double losers, and so I just sat on my paws. Got scared that second time. Man, got me. It's tricky. What can I say? Ends up going the direction I thought I was gonna go originally. Just wanted to stop me out and reverse on me, and maybe that's what I should have waited. I should have waited for the 2-leggy. The 2-leggy ultimately was the move to wait for, not the 3, but the 2-leggy. That's why, pandas, you wait for the 2-legged move. How tricky is that though? Man, fills me, stops me out, then goes my way, like within like a couple seconds. Just does that sometimes, huh? Yeah, that's why I didn't. That's why I just felt like, tricky. That's really tricky. I don't mind taking that trade because I actually like that trade, but sometimes it stops you out. What can you do? Move on to the next trade. Big push up here. Now we may finally hit yesterday's high. Just needed a, you know, a failed breakdown before doing so. Huh. Yeah, the higher time frame is just the higher time frame is a lot easier to read. It's just a two-legged pullback, right, with the green, dark green one, as you can see here. On the higher time frame, it's just a two-legged pullback, right, coming back to the bottom of the trading range marked by the 10,000 tick chart, and then break a trend, first break a trend to new high, and that's what it needed. That's what I was waiting for this whole time. The higher time frame. I should have been looking at the higher time frame, but regardless, still, it's unfortunate. Just got stopped out right here. I actually would enter a trap trade here to the long side. Even though it's very far from a 20 MA, the momentum is so strong. I would be interested in going long here on a trap trade. Like if this traps, I'll actually go long here because the momentum is so strong here. Okay, no more trap, no longer interested. This is my, let me draw a channel here actually. This is my channel right now. If I were to draw a channel, if a channel were to be drawn, this is the channel. It'll look like this. Overshoot on this channel. If I were to draw it this way, still an overshoot. So no matter what, it's an overshoot. This is a little more true to how you should draw the channel. I know it looks really skinny, but that's just more true to how you should draw it. Potentially to a second entry long here. Just waiting for a setup. I may look to go long here. I'm not sure. It's kind of floating in the middle of nowhere if I were to take the second entry long. Okay, now it's coming back to 20 MA. Terrible signal bar. Can't go long here. Signal bar is just way too bad. Pandas on Baba Money, and welcome to the channel. If you're just joining, make sure you guys scalp that like button if you're enjoying what you're watching. If you're just joining, what we're doing here is 100% risk-free trading, and so this money that I'm making is 100% risk-free. I can lose money here, it won't be my money. I'm so tempted. I gotta go long here. I have to go long here. I have to go long. I want a deeper retracement than this. Halfway. Give me a little more retracement. I'll go along here. Let's see if I can get let's see if I can get a point here. All right, scalped out. Small retracement. But that broke up, and so I'm thinking we can push up here. So if I can just get any retracement with a point within there, it's worth it. Slightly risky, but let's just say I've seen this many times. This play many times. I'm actually gonna go high. I'm actually gonna go long here on a second entry long. Especially if it's a higher low, second entry long, failed trap reversal here. This trap ends up making a point. It's a higher low, second entry. Coming off the 20 MA here. Maybe interested in going long with a decent signal bar. Signal bar is not that good. Ugh. Barely enough room back up. Set my pause here. I'll let this play out a little bit. Let it play out. Well, anyways, I'm about my money, and we're trading risk-free by using Apex-funded traders. And so, if you pass an evaluation, then you get whatever evaluation you pass. Let's say you pass a $300,000 evaluation, you can get $300,000 funded account. And so that money, if you lose it, then you're not losing your money, you're losing their money. And so that's how it's risk-free. If you're interested in opening an Apex account, then you can use the coupon code on the bottom of your screen. I'm interested in a H4 setup here. Even with the outside bar reversal, I am very interested in going long here. Very interested. Very, very interested in going long. Like, I'll probably take this like, as long as we're above the 20 MA, I'll probably take this like 10 out of 10 times. This setup here. Sorry, 1 second, pandas. Hey, if you got a setup, this takes all precedence over anything. Outside bar reversal. Scalped out. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. I was thinking maybe getting 2 points there, which I think I could have gotten 2 points, but that is a really good setup. That is a really good setup for a scalp, in my opinion. Like, one of the best setups, right? You got an H4 coming off the 20 MA in an uptrend, higher low, right? The micro double bottom. It's just like a lot of things working for you right there. And I wouldn't be surprised if this, pushes like a lot higher. I really wouldn't be surprised. Like, it makes me want to continue to scalp it and keep going long here. Like, just buy anything at this point, just keep going long. But we'll see here. Yeah, I almost want to go long again, but it already scalps out, so I typically don't do this, but I almost want to go long again. But I will go long if we hit a trap trade to the long side. I mean, if we trigger this second entry short and then we have another, if we have a trap trade to the long side, I'm going long. I just don't think the market is going to give it to us. If the market gives us that, then I'll be very surprised. It's a nice setup, another nice setup to go long. Sorry, I was doing like my intro and explaining my stream, but these setups right now, gotta go long here. Gotta go long. I'll try to swing this one. Let's see if I can swing this one like 2 points, maybe. You could say we were getting choppy here as well. I mean, we do have a couple overlapping bars. We do have a trading range indicator giving us the trading range, but that we're above, since we're above the 20 MA, right, and we are making a trap trade to the long side, I gotta take this trade, in my opinion, to go long. Don't actually enter the trade yet. About 2,000 ticks. It's getting very, very choppy, right? Overlapping bars. Right, this whole candle is inside this candle. It's an inside bar. Inside bar, absolutely incredible. I don't know if I like this long anymore. Right, with these inside bars overlapping like this, I don't know if I like that. I'm a sucker for this. Yeah, I'm gonna go for long here. See if we can get it. The one thing that makes me hesitant is that we have so many overlapping bars here, but I like the context. I like that we are pushing up here. And this H4 setup off the 20 MA makes me feel like we should have got much more higher than this. And I'm willing to enter in long again here. Just waiting, sitting on my pause. I'm gonna try to swing trade this for a couple points. Let's see if we can swing this. Let's get 2 times risk reward here. Gets a perfect scalp. See, we get 2 times risk reward on this trap. We may get trapped out. I mean, it might be because it's too choppy, but I'm going to see if we can get 2 times risk reward. Just watching. You don't like that. You don't like when that happens. This might get me here, unfortunately. Yeah, the trap fails. It's unfortunate. Maybe it was just too choppy. I may just come out break even here at this point because I don't like how that looks like. I may just come out break even here. And I might have missed my chance to come out break even. I don't like how this bar looks like this, and basically another failed breakout. It could make the point now. I don't like how that looked like. I didn't like the outcome. I'm very disappointed in that setup, or this bar here. So, I mean, we could still make the 2 times risk reward, and I'm just too scared to hold on to it because of this bar, and I'm just gonna let it go. Right? If it just doesn't look right, then I'm just letting it go. Especially when I know we're so choppy, we could come back to the bottom of this trading range very easily, and so I'm just sitting on my pause here now. So you gotta just skunk it when you feel like you gotta skunk it. If it goes on without you, then it goes on. But you know, there's a reason why I'm skunking this. Right? Disappointing bar here. Anyways, yeah, make sure you guys use that coupon code on the bottom of your screen, and yeah. Another disappointing bar here. You know, it's just way too choppy. Even though it looks like it has a chance to go up, it's just too choppy. Too choppy. So really can go 50-50. There is some force, right, selling, continuing to sell here, and you'd be basically trying to buy into it. And yeah, I mean, just let's just say if I lose this, I can always say, if I lose this, I can say, man, I knew it was so choppy. Why did I stay in? I should have just skunked it. I'm always thinking if I, you know, what I would be thinking if I lost it. And so if I win it, I'm like, you know, okay, I had my reasons to get, you know, to get out. And so another inside bar is just absolutely incredible how tight this little triangle is. Ultimately break out here. Yeah, ultimately breaks out. But you know, 1, 2, 3 overlapping bars. It might make the 2 times risk reward here, but you know, when it just looks like this, it becomes 50-50, and in my opinion, it's just not worth it. So ends up hitting, getting very close to 2 times risk reward here. It's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. I had my reasons why I wouldn't get out. I didn't like that bar, how it formed. It could have just came back down to the bottom of this trading range, and it is what it is. So I missed that trade, but it's all good. Yeah, in fact, I actually missed the 2 times risk reward and it's reversing. So I'm actually glad, because I probably would have held that. I probably would have held that to 2 times risk reward. Oh, actually, it hits 2 times risk reward. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, it does hit 2 times risk reward. It just reverses immediately. That's unfortunate, pandas. It's unfortunate. What can you do? What can you do is you move on to the next trade. Hey, green is green though. Green is green. Man, that just got so choppy. I just did not like it. Did not like it. I liked how it stayed above the 20 MA, and I liked, you know, but it kept creating these wicks up here. Made me think that, man, this could reverse. I didn't like this bar created right after I entered in, and yeah, it just came out with a one tick scalp. It's all good, pandas. But that was a solid swing trade, right? That was a, you know, if I was willing to lose this, you know, you had 2 times risk reward there, you could have made it. So maybe I should just held it. Willing to lose 1, 2, 3.5 points. You know, willing to lose 3.5 points to gain 7 points. Not bad. Not bad at all. 6, 7. Yep. But yeah, that's a swing trade. That's a nice swing trade. I guess I was just worried when I saw this bar, saw all these stacking bars, and already hesitant to enter in because so many bars were stacking. And I just wanted to skunk it. In fact, I would have to hold it for like, you know, another whole bar to end up being inside bar. And don't know. Overall, I'm okay with that decision. Also, if you guys are wondering what we're trading here, we're not trading any Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, altcoins. We trade what we trade here makes those things look like child's play. This is the emini S&P futures, the most liquid market in the world. We trade here every single day at 9:15 a.m. for the mainstream pre-market show at 9 o'clock. And man, oh man, we trade it every single day, and we trade only two-legged pullbacks. If you want to know what two-legged pullbacks are, you can look at the description below. There are details going over what two-legged pullbacks are. So check those out. Also on screen, you can see the two-legged pullback indicator, giving us all second entries, telling us where the traps are, right? The reason why I knew this trap was here and we had potential for a swing trade is because we had this trap trigger. And so I was thinking this could be a nice push up here. We have a failed breakout, failed breakdown, to a breakout, and it was more chance for this breakout to be successful, but still a high chance for it to come back into our trading range. So it's a little confusing here. Just sitting on my pause. But if you want more information on the indicator, you can go to www.twoleggedpullback.com. DX, the most liquid market in the world, is actually probably the fish market. The Worldview Bro says, can you explain what trap is play? So this is a trap right here. You can easily see it with the indicator because of the magenta box, right? And you know it's a trap before it triggers because you see the super signal tells you exactly the upcoming leg. And so the super signal here tells you what the next leg will be. And so while this was forming, there was a magenta super signal, and when it triggers, it marks it as a trap. But the reason why this is a trap is because this is a fail second entry short. And basically, let's see here. It goes A, B, C, A, and this two-legged pullback to go long, right, or to go short, makes less than a point, right? It triggers here, and it makes less than a point. And so when it reverses, that's called a trap. And so that means that there are traders who try to take the second entry short, but are trapped in this trade, and it reverses on them, they get trapped out, and so that's when it triggers. So basically, a failed second entry short or long is when the second entry makes less than a point. And so, essentially it fails. It's getting a little confusing. Make an outside bar reversal, right? Pushes up and it triggers the outside bar reversal to the downside, right? Again, filling, right, the trading range, going to the top to the bottom, right? Failed breakout to, back into trading range. This trading range is a little too tight to trade, so unsure what's going to happen here. Yeah, typically if I don't see good progress within like 2 or 3 bars in a trade, I typically try to get out. Like especially in a trap trade, you're expecting a strong move right away, and so when the strong move does not happen, it makes you kind of second guess like it's just a good trap. And so yeah, I typically like trap trades to finish within the bar itself. But if a swing trade, maybe hold it a little bit longer, but still don't want the the bar to look like this. It could have been easily a failed trap in reverse here. I didn't want that to happen and just stop me out. I think I'm maybe a little shell shocked from this move here. Ooh, I actually like this short trade, but I'm actually looking to go long here. So if this triggers here, I'm actually looking to go long. I'm still looking to go long here. Plus trading range, right? If I enter this, I'll be banking on a breakdown of the trading range, and the trading range is just really small right now, really hard to trade. trading range indicator marking the trading range way back here, giving us a very accurate trading range in my opinion, using pure price action. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. No trades here for now. Just sitting on my pause. I mean, in my opinion, we're so close to yesterday's high. Like, I feel like we want to hit it, but this price action looks weird, right? This doesn't look bullish, doesn't look bearish. Very sideways. On the higher time frames, we are above the 20 EMA. So that could be helpful information. The 5-minute looks like this. Kind of a mess on the 5-minute as well. Market open here, and so push down, push up. Above the 20 EMA on the 5-minute as well. I mean, we're just so close to yesterday's high. Makes me feel like we're going to try to attempt to get it, but pandas, if on the daily chart we make an inside bar, then we technically won't touch yesterday's high. You know, if we want to make an inside bar on a daily, then we won't even get here and actually start to reverse very strongly here. Very confusing in my opinion. Let's do a vibe check. We're pushing up here. No setup stuff for us. Interesting. What to do here? Do I want to take this trap trade to the long? I kind of want to go this trap trade to go long, but it's looking really sideways. Big push down. This trend line ends up working out. We're getting another triangle here, actually. Incredible. Just watching. Comes back to the bottom of the trading range. Top of the trading range to the bottom of the trading range. Absolutely incredible. Trading range indicator giving us a trading range so far still. I don't know. Not sure. It's a little confusing. I guess I can go long here, but come back to the top of the trading range. Decent signal mark to go long, but large risk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of risk. Creating an inside bar here now. Sack of Clam says, I'm flat as can be, still nervous from rhythmic recent hiccups. I would say maybe do a test trade. Don't do anything that would really hurt you. Just watching. Barely enough room to the top of the trading range there. So not interested in going long here. Just sitting on my paws. What can I do? Maybe go long here. Very choppy. We've been like, since market open, I mean, we've just been in this kind of mess this whole time. Got me here, that one losing trade. So annoying. So, Pandas, I saw, what did I see yesterday? I watched the Batman yesterday. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you guys watched the Batman. What do you guys think? You know, don't try not to spoil anything, but what were your thoughts? You know, did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think it was, you know, too slow? If it was too much action, if there's such thing. If you like the story, don't go into specifics, but general, what do you guys think about it? If you watched it, the Batman. What do you guys think of Pattinson? Honestly, I thought he was. I thought, you know, I think a lot of people will say that, you know, maybe his acting was not good because he seemed kind of emotionless. But I think for this role, that actually was the purpose, and he was acting that way, like intentionally. I think he's, as an actor, has grown so much. I mean, I haven't watched one Twilight movie ever in my life, and but from at least what I could tell, you know, it seems like his acting actually, like, he stepped up his acting a lot. Gary Brick asks, how many Batman movies does the world need? As long as you're making good ones. I mean, the Christopher Nolan, no, I don't think anyone can beat Christopher Nolan's. Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was like gritty, kind of dark. I love that feel. I mean, it's getting really choppy here. I don't know if I can go long or short on any of these. It'll be a gamble basically if I were to make a bet here to go short or long. In my opinion, I just have no idea. I still want to go long just because we're so close to this, and we're above the 20 EMA on the higher time frames. Right, higher time frames above the 20 EMA. Big push down. Unsure what to do here. I'm just watching this. I mean, one thing I can say, Pandas, is the trading range indicator is working very nicely right now. It's gonna work nicely until it doesn't. That's the thing about trading ranges. So people are making a killing right now. You know, just going up and down here, and they'll keep doing it until they lose money. And when they lose money, then they stop doing it. But hopefully, before they lose money, they've made enough money in this consolidation. That it's okay if they lose one time. They just keep doing it until they lose. And once they lose, it's kind of like when they're thinking, okay, this trading range, this nonsense is done. So people continue to go back and forth. So maybe if we miss the top or bottom at any time, it might be the time where this trading range breaks, but there's too many overlapping bars here. Very, very annoying. To me, the triangle just expanded to look like this now. You gotta love triangles on stream. How much more fun can you have? Yep. Chop City. Chop. Chop. I need a meme for Chop City. I need some sort of animation. Look at the inside bar. Hey, what's going on? This is one of those days. I mean, technically, if you want to take advantage of it, you just buy and sell limit orders in this tight range. But I personally don't have enough experience to do that. I really don't do it that often, so I do it sometimes, but not very often. So I see it happen a lot, but something like this honestly is kind of rare. This doesn't happen all the time, and this is actually kind of rare. This is like almost equivalent to a very strong uptrend or downtrend, just looking this tight. And so it's not typical, in my opinion, to be this tight. Yeah, bottom of trading range, back to the top of the trading range, looks like. Still doing this 4-5 point range here. But yeah, I mean, hope everyone can see the trading range indicator is working beautifully for us. This is basically an advertisement for the trading range indicator. So hope you like this commercial. Only way I would trade out of this triangle is with a trap. Yeah, I would trade out of this triangle only with a trap trade to the long side or downside. Otherwise, it's just too risky. Like, just go long here. I mean, very difficult. Trash Panda Central says, "Hey Panda, did you buy a lifetime license for NinjaTrader? Do you recommend it?" If you use Apex, you actually don't need a lifetime license. So, maybe it might be worth just leasing it. And if you're thinking about doing Apex, just do the lifetime, or just do it with Apex, and you'll get free license with your Apex accounts. So you can lease it for a little bit, just to practice, but and then just go get the full-time license with Apex. I mean, I bought it a long time ago, so yes, I do have it. And sometimes the weird thing about Apex is that actually on the off hours, you can't connect, which is kind of annoying, because sometimes you want to like review charts, so you can't actually connect, and so a little weird there, but yeah, I'm just sitting on my pause here. I don't know, this is breaking out, but could be a failed breakout, which looks like it is right now. Make sure you scalp that like button, pandas. Trash Panda asks, what is Apex evaluation like? Well, I will definitely go to the website. Don't take my word for it, but I can explain a little bit. But I would, definitely go to the website, and you should know 100% on your own what the Apex evaluations are like. Jihad Rashid here from Trades by Matt. Let's go, baby. Trades by Matt, giving me a shout out. I might get a little boost today. Let's see. We do got to push up here. All right, that does give us a scalp. Apex, I'm not sure if Apex comes with order flow. You may have to pay a little extra for that. I think you can pay a little bit more for those. Jihad from Trades by Matt. Tell Trades by Matt I said hi. It's unfortunate we had to stream at the same time because I actually enjoy his content. Ooh, okay, so now we're breaking out with the 3 here. The pattern has changed, right? Now, right, typically would come back to the bottom of the trading range. Now we're actually making another push up here, breaking the pattern that we've been seeing for a while now. Hamza asks, what is a trading range indicator? The trading range indicator is an indicator that marks trading ranges based on price action. And so this trading range was marked way back here, and it gave us an accurate trading range for the last 30 minutes or so, last 40 minutes. If you want more information, you can go to the website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. The URL is at the bottom of your screen. Jihad asks, have you only tried Apex? Yes, actually. Because their prices were the cheapest and their rules were the best, in my opinion. They had the best rules. You don't have to scale up your contracts. You can trade full contract sizes right away. You just need to trade, there's no time limit. You can just trade at just a minimum of 10 days. You have the trailing threshold, which makes it difficult, but in my opinion, that just should help you trade safe. And the evaluation for it, is, I think, fair. It's very fair. It's difficult, but fair. And I also like the withdrawal. I like the withdrawal rules they have. You keep 90% of your earnings through Apex, and so don't have a setup here. I'm just watching this. I mean, it's just so apparent that we're gonna try to come to yesterday's high, but man, we're just doing it in a very hesitant way. Like, I mean, for something that we feel like is gonna happen for certain, it's just happening in a very hesitant way. So it makes me wonder. Michael Kopta asks, why did I choose Apex over Top Step? Well, one thing is it's cheaper. The rules are better. Withdrawal rules and just all the rules in general are better. And so this is why I chose Apex over Top Step. TX. Moses says, pass Apex 300k again. Let's go, baby. Congrats. Cube Gift says, can you share what you don't like about Apex? Well, actually, Apex, I have almost zero complaints. My main complaint was, and honestly, like, their customer support also is like world class. Like, I really think their customer support is amazing. Like, they'll get back to you in a few hours, and urgent issues, they get back to you even quicker. Jihad as the trade copier. I think the trade copier, at least the one I'm using, I don't know which one you're using, but the one I'm using doesn't. It's agnostic to what connection you use. We do have an L4 set up here. This is just looking super choppy. This looks like a failed breakout. But yeah, the one complaint I had about Apex was that their website looks so bad. Like 3-4 months ago, if you looked at the website, Apex website, you would think someone made it with Angel Fire. Like it's like a website I used to make when I was like in middle school, using these like free like web hosting websites or whatever. And so, you know, but you know, they revamped their website. They made it look nice and shiny, and looks much better. And you know, it's almost same functionality, but the website is just spiffy now. And so that was my main gripe, almost. And other than that, I really don't have any complaints. I really don't. They're excellent. We are just waiting for a setup here. Yeah, Jihad, you have to do like 2 steps on top step. Like Apex, you just do 1 step, you get funded. It's just so easy to get funded. I'm just watching this. I have no setups here. This is just so choppy. But thanks for joining, guys. I mean, I guess trades by Matt through you guys over here. I'm the only trading panda, and I trade risk-free using Apex funded traders. Is another prop firm. Top Steps is a popular one, but right now Apex has 50% off, and so with a deal like 50% off, why wouldn't you try Apex? Really, you know, you can use the coupon at the bottom of your screen, and unlike Trades by Matt, we use pure price action. We don't use any indicators. Everything that we do is using price action. And so he also trades NASDAQ. And so we trade only the emini here. And so we use pure price action. And that means everything we do on everything that we need to know is given to us by the candles. And we like to read the price action. For us, that is the best way to trade, using price action. And so we do have a 2-leggy here, and we may get a second entry long, but man, this just looks so choppy. I don't know. I feel like we're just come back down to the bottom trading range. Trading range is still valid. You know, as you can see, it's still forming here. Maybe come back to the bottom trading range. Absolutely incredible after an L4 setup. So if you want more information about the setup, you can go to the description below, their playlist. So so there was a little issue yesterday, which I don't blame Apex for this, because this is an issue with Rhythmic, and Rhythmic is used by almost, you know, many prop firms. And so it was not an Apex fault, but the amazing thing about Apex is that even though there was an issue with Rhythmic, they were willing to reset your accounts before Rhythmic issues yesterday. And so if you were following yesterday, there were some hiccups with Rhythmic, and I actually lost some money because of those hiccups. And I talked to Apex, and they basically, I mean, good thing I was able to like recover, but they were willing to reset my account before the issues happened to the original balance. Man, this is a good signal bar, but man, we're just so choppy. It's hard for me to go long here. Yeah, I'm thinking to go short here rather than long, in my opinion, because trading range, right? We don't trigger that second entry long, so we can't go short yet. So there is so for me, for those who are following my journey, are members, and so a lot of people are asking about withdrawals. That's for the members to know. And so, you know, those are people who see my accounts. They know all my account balances. They know how many accounts I have, and they know, you know, how many withdrawals I have. And so, but if you look online and look for Apex withdrawal, there's a lot of information. There's a lot of people who have withdrawn, and you can just get evidence from there. So if you're just looking for evidence, then you can just find that online. I'll just say right now, a lot of people have withdrawn, and if people have not withdrawn, it'll be all over the internet. And definitely I would know 100% if people had issues withdrawing. I actually see a trap trade here that I'm trying to take here to go short. This is a trap trade I was waiting for. Right, come back into the trading range. Might be an outside bar reversal here. I don't like the outside bar reversals, but I like the context of this trap trade because it's choppy, trying to come back into our trading range. And this is the direction I like to be in a trap. So I'll take it. we know it's a trap trade because the super signal is giving us a magenta box, and once we finish this bar and we triggered this super signal, then the trap will have triggered. Waiting for this candle to finish. All right, be trap here. I may swing it to the bottom trading range. I don't know. We'll see if we even get it. Just waiting, just waiting. Trap might disappear now. Getting a push up, who knows? Just waiting, sitting on my pause. Just trying to get a scalp here. Okay, so this trap is no longer valid, right? The trap, right, that magenta box disappears. So that means this trap is no longer there because it's made more than 1 point. And so I'm not interested in that trade anymore. The setup is gone. Jihad asks, how many accounts do you trade with the copier? Again, this is for a question for the members. The members will all know this. So if you want to access the pre-market show where I go over all my accounts and my off-stream trades, then you can become members. But I don't want to say these things because members pay to know this information. They pay to know this kind of privileged information. Those who follow me and who support me. But the example I often like to use is 4 accounts because that is the easiest math to do. And so, with 4 accounts, again, I may explain this earlier, but 4 accounts, if you have 4 accounts with Apex, like even if you have the $50,000 accounts, 4 of them, doesn't matter. But if you have 4 accounts, you basically, whatever you make on average per day, you multiply that by 1,000, that'll give you the amount of money you can make in 1 year. And the calculation is simple. The reason why I use 4, because that makes the calculation very simple. You just multiply by 1,000 because there's 250 trading days in a year, and with 4 accounts, you multiply that by 4, and then whatever you make on average per day is how much you can make per year. And so let's say I made let's just say I make $287 today, and I make that on average every day. That means by the end of the year, I'll have $287,000. I would have more than $250,000 by the end of the year with a trade copier. I just noticed your poll to determine how well we're doing today. I'll let you know how well I'm doing for a small fee. Well, there's no small fee here because you know exactly how well I'm doing because you can see my P&L on the bottom right of your screen. So Russell H, I know what you're trying to say. I know you're a little salty because the members get access to pre-market show, but if you were in my shoes, you would understand why. There's so many haters, so many trolls out there. Like showing information like your account balances, very, very vulnerable information. And if you're going to be vulnerable to people, to haters and trolls, it's just like not a good place to be. And so, I made the decision, I think a very smart decision, wise decision, to only share that kind of vulnerable, privileged information with members, people who are willing to support you, So, but what you're saying, Rosage, I'm showing how much I'm making today on stream, and also, this is a poll. This is completely anonymous. I have no idea who these people are who are voting on this poll. But 118 people have voted, and a lot of you guys are green today. Maybe not that much green, but it's that consistency, right? You want to be consistently profitable, And so something with, if you can be consistently profitable and you have the Apex, like multiple Apex accounts with Trade Copier, I mean, you're saying you can make $1 million. I mean, you can make a lot of money. Of course, depending on how many accounts you have, you know, you can have up to 20 accounts, and I'm only using 4 because that's the easiest to do the math. But let's say you have 10 accounts, and you multiply whatever you have average per day, multiply that by 2,500, right? 2,500. So that means that if you just make $100 on average a day and you have 10 accounts, that means at the end of the year you will have $250,000. Someone asked a good question. You know, how do I have a stop loss? I have like a mental stop loss, but I should make that 100% a, you know, how much I'm willing to lose daily loss. To me, it's more like if I lose like 3 trades. If I lose 3 trades in a day, I just call it quits, because I just don't think I'm in the right. I'm just like either on tilt or I'm not reading the markets right. You know, it's something I need to like refresh, and I need to step away. So after 3 losses, I typically just stop trading. Andre B says, technically we don't know who you are either. That's actually true, which is another wise decision on my part. We do have a setup on 10,000 tick chart, but I'm not sure if I'm willing to take it. It's just so choppy today, Pandas. So unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get into another trade here. I like that short trade though, because on 10,000 tick chart, that actually triggers a nice second to short back to the 20 MA here. Coming back to the bottom of our trading range. We make a double top 1, right? When we fail to reach this double top, or fail to reach this top, so we got a lower high double top, then an equal double top, micro double top. That's a lot of double tops. But on the higher time frame, still clearly above the 20 MA. So confusion in the market right now, absolute confusion. The market will make a decision soon. I would say probably around 11 something, but you know, this trading range is, you know, it's run its course. You know, the fact that we couldn't get back to the bottom trading range even with this big push down makes me feel like we're gonna push higher. But you know, I'm keeping an eye on these double tops here. Right now it's a triple top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, kind of like all in this area. I think I'm willing to go long here. If we get a push up here, if we break below here and get a push up, I'm willing to go for a second entry long here. I think I'm willing to do that. But I will need my setup. Waiting for a 2-leggy A, B, C. Looking to go here like this, second entry long. This is the setup that we're looking for. Gary says Panda equals Michael Chin. Who is Michael Chin? He must be a great trader, that Michael Chin guy. He must be amazing. Just waiting here. I don't know. I'd be interested in taking a second entry long here. If we can get a setup here, I'll wait for a setup to happen here, and then I'll probably end the stream. But thanks, Pandas, for joining. Make sure you scalp that like button if you're enjoying the content so far. Let's see if we can get a nice 2-leggy here. I missed this, you know, nice swing trade, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I had my reasons why I wanted to get out. You guys are a trip. Michael Chin, the greatest YouTube trader that ever existed. DX. I heard Master Chin was the first human to draw price action setups in the caves. Let's just make a bunch of Michael Chin memes. I'm looking to go long here. Michael Chin memes. Master Chin, the first to buy Apple stock. Outside bar reversal. Looking to go long here. Let's see if we can get a nice little scalp here. In this trade. Maybe, all right, scalped out. Let's go, baby. I'll take that. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Michael Chin did not copy Pat's trading. That's impossible. He is a master of trading. Pat's copied him. Michael Chin lit a candle in his room and realized candle charts were the best to use. I could have swung that a little bit higher, but yeah, I don't know. I was just happy with my scalp. I'm actually like really okay just scalping out one contract right now, and the reason being is because the main reason being is because I have so many accounts right now. I don't mind making like 300 like on one account. It's like that's more than enough for me. You know, I'm just really content with 300 and the nice thing is that you know, especially if you're trading $300,000 accounts, I only have $300,000 accounts, and the risk with one contract, trading one contract on a $300,000 account is just so little. It's actually really nice. You know, you lose one trade, you win 4 trades. You know, it's just that simple. But it is what it is. So that was my last trade, and you guys are a trip. Michael Chin is the greatest price action trader to ever exist. Al Brooks looks up to Michael Chin. All right, guys. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Hey, by the way, tomorrow we do have CPI numbers at 8:30 a.m. And so that's Eastern time. So be careful if you're trading pre-market. We may get some wild action tomorrow. I'm just saying with the CPI numbers, like depending on how they calculate it, I'm unsure what the CPI is going to be, and it could be wild. It could be wild. So pandas, make sure you guys keep that in mind. That's 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, those CPI numbers. But I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock for the main, or for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. And trade safe, everybody. And yeah, as always, happy trading and God bless. Bye.